We are at Evanston Beach again, and today we're talking about Coinbase getting a lawsuit for $5 million. That's right. These three defendants claim that they are the victims, and they are suing Coinbase for the fact that Coinbase is basically listing securities, that Dogecoin and up to 70 other coins are securities. Now, what is their strategy behind this? This is basically a risk, a little gamble. It's probably not going to happen. They're probably not going to win. But if they do, there might be some money involved. Well, why are they doing this? They got their lawyers and they're suing Coinbase because they lost money. They were terrible investors. They purchased Dogecoin and other bad cryptocurrencies, and they lost money. And they realized, hey, instead of actually accepting the blame here, or maybe they do, but they just want to have more money, they want to make up for it, they weren't afraid to hire lawyers and hopefully just shoot shots in the dark. Maybe, just maybe, they're going to win, not in court, but they're going to settle. The lawyers of Coinbase will settle with the lawyers of these three victims. And in a lot of these cases, usually it is settled right before it gets to court, just because it's a hassle. It's not what they're expecting $5 million. It is probably going to be a couple $100,000. Most of that does go to the lawyers, and a tiny fraction will go to these three investors. Now, they are not acting responsibly. They're not accepting responsibility that is their actions and solely their actions, that they decided to invest in some bad projects at a bad time and they lost money. They want to blame somebody, and Coinbase seems relatively like an easy target, although it's not. It's a ginormous company, and they're going to have some of the best lawyers in the world. This was started by a law firm, as with many of these securities cases, a law firm that's basically an ambulance chaser, a spin doctor that's hoping to get money from some easy forms that they're able to just go to court, they're able to file some documents, find some users of whatever platform, and hope that something sticks to the wall. Well, in this case, they did find three who were willing to be the lead plaintiffs, and there means that in exchange for a potentially higher payout, they're going to have their names on the dockets, and they're going to be represented by this law firm. They're going to attack Coinbase, try and present their case, essentially, and their whole spiel is basically Coinbase should have registered with the SEC as a national securities exchange if they're listing securities. Therefore, since these are securities in their opinion, so they hope that since these are not actually legally listed, all the money that they lost is able to be recovered, because Coinbase is the one at fault here. Even though it doesn't really make sense. A lot of these cases, there have been 7 in the past year against cryptocurrency exchanges, have been thrown out. And that's why it's a gamble. Most likely it's going to be thrown out. It's a waste of time and money. But just in case it does reach the point of a settlement, that's extra money. Now, whatever its merit, there is one thing that we must understand, and that is that Coinbase and all these other cryptocurrency exchanges, there's going to be a lot of issues here with regulation, with securities. This has been an ongoing controversial argument for the past couple of years. We don't know what to do, right? We don't know how to categorize, at least not we, but the U.S. government, certain countries around the world, the banks, all of these three-letter agencies that want to control and dictate and get taxes from us. They don't know exactly how to categorize this. So, for example, these lawsuits, they definitely don't help us cryptocurrency enthusiasts. They basically go against us because some people want to make a quick buck. They're greedy. It's most likely going to get thrown out, but the more these lawsuits happen, the more these cryptocurrency exchanges will want to potentially change their policies, and maybe one of these days something doesn't get thrown out and there might be a big payout, and I don't know, there could be some bad consequences due to this. I don't really appreciate stuff like this because, again, there is no merit behind it. These people just want a quick buck, and I don't care whether you are just encouraged by, hey, let's make a couple $1,000s by this lawyer, and it's really all the lawyer's doing. You're still a part of this, and you are going to make things worse for everyone else for something that, again, you should be responsible for your actions. If you lost money due to your investments, I lost a lot of money. Am I going out and blaming all these cryptocurrency exchanges? No. No, because this is my investments. And the same thing with stocks, the same thing with Forex, the same thing with real estate. Are you going to blame the US government because of COVID, because of the 2008 recession, because of this? And sure, there was a little bit of blame for the 2008 recession and whatnot, but a lot of people aren't responsible for their actions. Stop this. You got to work. You got to make sure that if you're doing some silly decisions, you learn from them, you don't repeat the same mistakes. And yeah, I don't know. Even though I'm not a fan of Coinbase, I actually do hope they win. This gets thrown out, and any other future upcoming cases like this get thrown out as well. This is something that does not help us cryptocurrency users in the long run, and it does not benefit us. And especially if the law firm says, oh yeah, any victims, please, put your hands up. It's just like those advertisements. You ever see those advertisements where it's like, if you used Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat or any social media platform and your data was stolen, just register with us. And it's all a scam. It's all a scam. They're in it to make money off of you. You're not going to give them money. That's not happening. Class action lawsuits in many cases suck. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and enjoy these beautiful waves. I always love coming out here, and it's the end of St. Patrick's Day. It's very calm over here. Summer's upcoming, guys. It's pretty windy, so I'm heading back. Whoa, that's super dark. I'm heading back, and I wish you all the best. Have a good night. Cheers.